他にもありますけど大丈夫です。
働く人。
We have just landed at Tokyo International. We have just landed at Naha Airport. Please make sure.
離れ離れになったらどうする？
ただいま最終のご搭乗をお願いしております。
どう？
お待たせいたしました。ご搭乗ありがとうございます。お待たせいたしました。ご搭乗ありがとうございます。
すごい。なんか外のお風呂は錆びてるね。どうぞ。いいねこれ。ちゃんと紙コップ。ね、可愛い。湘南湘南湘南の海って。なんか夕日曇ってるからあれだね。
I saw you since long ago. I still remember it was so cold. And you were warm and I was some green tea. You asked me, can you lend me sugar? You grabbed the chicken bowl and shook her. And you put all the sugar right on me. And what a crash, what a crash. Felt a sudden sugar rush as you sang me your apologies. And when the second day we met by chance, what a sweet coincidence to find the sugar girl right next to me. Decided it's time to introduce myself. Your name that came with an address that led me to my favorite night in years. Just 7 days, and sugar's almost everywhere. It's oh so sweet. I'm almost melting on the street, and I don't know what have you done with me, sugar girl. It's like a spell. I feel like floating caramel.
しかもその前に朝ごはん食べてたよ。
Friday was a walk into bliss with a cotton candy kiss, and for a second my heart skipped a beat. 3 other days were spent under the sheets like an everlasting sweet. 2 small grains from this sugar lamp. Just 7 days, and sugar's almost everywhere. It's so sweet.
4分の1大きかったもん。いいよいいよ。
Melting on the street,
5分の1にすれば分かんない。
and I don't know
ありがとう。
what have you done with me, sugar girl. It's like a spell. I feel I'm floating caramel.
やだやだ。誰におすすめして。しかも特殊な。あ、なんかそっち行っちゃった。なんかいや説明を聞くたびに違う。じゃあ違う。 た。あ、耳大丈夫？虚勢しないの？あ、めっちゃいい。 日までです。
MOD and the B. I can tell you leaving me. I don't need my eyes to see. You've been drifting quietly. Wow. I've been dreaming sound asleep. Now memories are all I keep. Even though I knew you'd always leave. Yeah. Heart's open and I let it bleed. Yeah. Hope you know you were all I need. The days long and the night seems longer. I'm holding on, but my feelings seem stronger. Always knew you'd turn into a monster. Always like to someone handle the Oscar. Hear my songs and you show up at the concert. Photo bombs in the corner wearing my shirt. Won't be long till she tell me make her legs hurt. Take it wrong, spend the night under her skirt.
When you walk out, don't ignore or shut it down. Close the door. When you walk out, don't ignore or shut it down.
What's the point if you always run? We play around, but you never come. We watch the town as my fingers run. Yeah. Do your hair in the pink sun. Yeah. Not a dress, but you're still the best. Got some time that I could invest. Yeah. You coming over, but I show up less. We're falling over, but you're still impressed.
Feel like I'm going crazy. It's you who is making me dizzy. Feel like I'm alone in this world made for two. 'Cause I only want you.
ちっちゃいヤシの木。本当だ。 うん。波もない。ほら、太陽が出てきてる。あ、猫が鳴いてる。いた。なんかめっちゃ。あ、新幹線もあった。うん。ガスト飲み。でもお酒飲まないね。ね。いいね、12時までやって。ケーキとかもある。濃厚塩ハチ。塩チョコ。塩キャラ。これにします。すいません、おくつろぎのところ。先生。可愛くて失礼します。
あらかじめ任意で業者を決定するため価格を積み上げて争う必要があり
ねえ、本当にこれ。あれだけ。 お願いします。
If you say I'll never let go, I will say no, no, no. I wanna see that you really wanna go, all the way. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you think about me. I wanna be open and free. I want to let it out. Let's take the road and run away. I want to find some place to hide, you and me under the night sky. You know, I never wanna go. I really wanna say, but you might say no. If you wanna say that you never let me go, I will stand beside you. You know, I never wanna go. I really wanna say, but you might say no. If you wanna say.
リカジライナーへご乗車いただき誠にありがとうございます。If you are
そうそう。